IG World was good. Live with the chef. We're here at the office putting in some work. Believe it or not, I just woke up. I'm out here, you know what I'm saying, grinding. And I spent all day, you know, making sure Pops was good. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to the VA hospital, you know what I'm saying? They sent me some help for Pops, and we're doing the damn thing. Now it's time to get back to the damn thing. I got my man Donnie coming down from New York, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go train with him. Donnie's out of Gleason's gym, out of Brooklyn. And I'm gonna start now because I gotta make sure I'm crisp and good with my hands when he comes down to do the damn thing with me. But right now, I just woke up. Like I said before, I was helping out Pops, and that comes first for me. You know what I'm saying? So I know when I was little, he did it for me. So now it's time for me to make sure he's good. Pops is 9 years old, and he comes first. But right now, I can't deviate from the plan. The plan is to grind from sun up to sundown, from country to country, from coast to coast. So right now, this is a part of my cardio. I'm going to be working out later after this. But I'm going to go ahead and hit this bag and keep my shit quick. Let me show you what that looks like. Oh, because of my brother, I always carry one of these. You never know when you're going to need it. How's everybody doing out there? Now keep in mind, I'm not as nice as my brother on this, but I do my thing. My brother and I grew up fighting in Brockton, Mass, out of Petronelli's gym. And this is what we know. So when life used to beat me down, you know what I'm saying, if you put yourself in a position to win by keeping yourself in fighting trim, you stand a better chance of doing the damn thing. And that's just what we're doing. This is a part of my weight loss journey. I'm down 110, 111 pounds right now, and we're trying to cut it up. I'm trying to show everybody what I'm doing to maintain and get to the next level. I don't know what it takes, but I'm just gonna keep grinding until I get there. And then when I get there, I'm gonna keep grinding because that's what got me there. I want to show my son that I will not be defined by a disability and I'm fresh out of piss poor ass excuses. So to everybody supporting my journey and my grind, I just want to say thank you. I didn't get here overnight, and I won't get to where I'm going by myself. So let's beat this bitch up real quick. See, this bag's not in the tightest of shape, but like I said, we out of excuses. Oh Lord. Yo, I ain't do it. Well, that's life, you know what I'm saying? It's just that quick. Well, I guess that means I'm gonna go into my workout a little bit sooner than I expected. Boy, these hands, boy, I gotta tell you, these hands are bad, boy. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna get up with y'all in a minute. That was probably the shortest warm-up I've ever had in my experience. But again, I just want to say thank you to everybody supporting me in my grind. We down 110 pounds, and we're gonna keep it moving. So yeah, you see that? Hold up, let me say hello to everybody. Yo, look it. Yo, that's like, I remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger was in that movie, he goes, it's a tumor. Yo, that's a hematoma. Hematoma and a tumor. Alright, y'all, it's not work when you love what you do. Live with the chef. We're at Raise the Bar. Like I said, I just woke up. I was helping out Pops all day, making sure he was good. You know what I'm saying? My man is 9 years old and still trying to throw Project X parties. I'm like, Pops, you gotta slow it down. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and speak to y'all for a minute. We can live. I'll be in here all night. I believe that's just what it's gonna take to get to the next level. Big ups to my brother up there in New York right now doing his thing. Oh Almost fell. How the back is. Yo, my back right now, okay, a lot of people know about my back. I had back surgery not too long ago. I believe it was August 11th. I got hit by 2 cars, and I suffered 5 herniated discs the first car accident, and then the second car accident, which was 6 months later, I suffered another 3 herniated. And before that, I was partially paralyzed. I was paralyzed from the mid-sternum down from an injury that I received at work. And the treatment and medication that they gave me for that made me go blind. So, but my back is doing well right now. I just want to say thank you. Every morning I try to get up and I ride 20 miles on US 1. I get up at about 04:30, 05 because I don't take medications anymore for my bipolar disorder. So what I do is I have a lot of energy, and that's how I burn it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I keep my mind focused and keep my mind sharp, by grinding and eating healthy as well. So I had to change up everything. Before, when I was 310 pounds, my life was unmanageable. It was so severe that I had to file for disability. And when I filed for disability, they denied me. But they still wrote off $64,000 in student loans that I had incurred when I went to Jacksonville University. So right now I'll sit here and answer as many questions as I can before I before I work out. But the biggest thing though is just, I had to go back to the basics. I had to get back. I trained with some of the most elite forces in the military. And plus, training with my brother, used to watching what he had done to get to where he is now was nothing short of just work. What surgery did you have? On my back. On my lower back, I don't remember the numbers, but right above my tailbone, they told me that I was going to have a surgery that was going to keep me out a year, at least a year. And I couldn't have that. So I opted to do a laser surgery. And what they did was I had 3 herniated bulging discs against my vertebrae in my back. And they used a laser instead of using the knife. And then that recovery was approximately, they told me to wait 48 hours before I started lifting again. But because I don't take medications, and I've substituted man-made medications with a clean way of living and working out, I opted to do the laser, and then I was back in the gym within 48 hours. They told me to take it easy, and then I started out with doing shrugs. I started out with 135. 135, my back felt good. And to the surgeons and to the doctors that treated me, Dr. Lapine out of Melbourne, Florida, is where I did my my therapy. And they told me in about 48 hours, well, at that 48th hour, because I use the gym, which is here, it's a 24-hour gym. I can come in here when nobody else is here. So I came in by myself, no belt, and I started out with 135. 135 for reps of 20, that felt good. So then I jumped up to 225. My back felt even better. So then I jumped up to 315. Still no problems. I'm usually doing about 495 or 502 pounds for shrugs. So I jumped up 48 hours after my back surgery, and I did 502 for 3 reps. So no, they didn't cut me at all. What they did was they used a laser, and the laser made a pinhole incision, and they cut that off of my off of my spinal cord. I don't know how they did it. I just know. What up, though? Whatever they did, it was a miracle, because within 48 hours I was doing 405 pounds for shrugs, for reps of 20. So right now I'm just sticking with 315. I don't need to use that heavy weight no more. But the most I ever did was 502 for reps of 12. I can't squat anymore. I'm basically being held together with gum. You know what I'm saying? I lost half of my foot playing basketball. I was playing basketball in Compton with my brother, a pickup game, and I blew out my Achilles. And before I could have the surgery, They told me that there was nothing wrong, so I had to wait 3 weeks before I could have surgery back here in Florida. And the scar tissue and everything had healed in my calf. So look, there's a scar. And they cut out my calf. So when they cut out my calf, you know what I'm saying, I started, I went into a depression. And then it just went downhill for me from there. I gained about another 60 pounds, 60 to 70 pounds. And then I had to go to treatment. At the end of the day, you know, I started feeling sorry for myself. And then it just snowballed from there. And that's when the depression and bipolar took over. And then I had to go to Palm Partners down in West Palm Beach. And I just went down there. They invited me to do my commencement speech for the graduating residents. And I thank you. I appreciate that. It's a lot of hard work. I feel good too. You know, I haven't been on any medications in over 4 years. I stopped feeling sorry for myself and I stopped making excuses. My brother, he was in my ear. Everyone told me they loved me. You know, some people in my life, you know what I'm saying, they just couldn't hang anymore, and I understand. No hard feelings. But we still got shit to do. Life doesn't care if you quit. I'll say that till I'm blue in the face. People get sick and tired of saying that you tried. People get sick and tired of saying that you can't. You know what I'm saying? So the organizations and everything that I pledged to get to this point, they taught me a lot. Like the poem, like see it through. Like right there. Right there. Now that's a poem that I earned back in 1999 when I was pledging. It's one of the strongest poems that get me through dark nights when there's nothing left in you with except the will just to grind harder than yesterday. I'll give it to you. When you're up against the trouble, you meet it squarely face to face. Lift your chin, set your shoulders, plant your feet, and take a brace. When it's vain to try to dodge it, do the best that you can do. You may fail, but you may conquer, see it through. Black may be the clouds about you, and your future may seem grim. But do not let your nerves desert you, keep yourself in fighting trim. When the worst is bound to happen, in spite of all that you can do, running from it won't save you. See it through. Even hope may seem but futile, one of those troubles you're beset. But remember, you are facing just what other men have met. You may fail, but fall, still fighting. Don't give up, whatever you do. Eyes front, head high to the finish, my son. See that shit through. And that's exactly what we're doing, from sun up to sundown, from country to country, from coast to coast. Live with the truth, we're doing the damn thing. And I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. My book, my book, I Found Me, is available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble as we speak. It's, I wrote it because I didn't think I was going to see another day. And I truly believe that because I was in a really, really bad place. It doesn't have to be. You know what I'm saying? Some people have to swallow their pride and ask for help, and that's exactly what I did. And I haven't looked back. The only time I look back about my past is to help somebody come up. You know what I'm saying? While you climb, I will help you lift. You know, you can hit me via DM and things like that. I'm not one of them cats that is just doing this just cause. I'm doing this because it helps me just as much as I can help somebody who doesn't know how to ask for the help just yet. So, but my book is my memoirs. I designed my book to be an easy read, an easy and powerful read for family members that are suffering, or for those that are still sick and suffering, so they're not intimidated by the mass of a book. Also, I recorded and narrated my own audiobooks with Glass House Studios out of Tampa, Florida. I did that because somebody told me, you know, I just don't read, and I can understand that. Some people just don't have the time. I truly believe reading is a lost art in today's society. Everybody wants everything now. If they can't Google it, you know, shit like that, people are like, man, I don't have time for it. So, again, excuses are tools of incompetence that build monuments of nothingness. And those who specialize in them seldom or never amount to anything else in life. So I was not going to make excuses for you, so therefore I narrated my own audiobooks, so there's no excuses. I mean, some people have had my book and still haven't read it, which is cool. My job is just to get it out there, and I did that. And we're doing that. Now it's not just the one thing to talk about it. Now it's time to do it. So I am by no means perfect. I make mistakes all the time, and I own up to them. That's just a part of life. You know what I'm saying? People ask me about my tattoos. My tattoos are reminders. You know, I do suffer from bipolar disorder, memory loss from all the traumas that I had received over time, between the military, between college football, pledging, all that shit. So believe it or not, I got like my son's name. You know what I'm saying? My frat, my high star of aspiration, my name. You know, these are just reminders. And on my back, I have my royal bloodline tattoo. Now, my royal bloodline stands for how I like to carry myself as royalty. I'll show that to you. I don't know if you can see it, but I got my back done. So I would like to say thank you to my man Pooch Art down there at Altered States Tattoo in West Palm Beach, actually in Boynton Beach. He's done all of my work. So got the state of Florida. I believe my state is so beautiful as a female Seminole Indian, and she's wrapped around in the Florida state flag. And then, you know, I got my state. Now, I did that because every time I leave the state of Florida, I always take it with me. I just love the state of Florida. But I'm actually from Boston. Yo, when my man was tattooing me on my back, he's like, yo, what part of Florida you from? I was like, I'm from Taunton, Massachusetts. Boston. He stopped tattooing me. He goes, are you serious? It doesn't matter where you're from, just as long as you remember where you came from and know where you're going, in my opinion. I mean, that's just shit that just works for me. I can't tell you what works for you. I need to take New Jersey. I need to take New Jersey. Okay. Yeah, but we're from Boston, though. I mean, me and my brother, we did a damn thing. If anyone knows, like, or has an older sibling, you know, you always wanted to strive to be like them. And, you know, my brother was a great example. That's how I learned how to fight. That's how I learned how to play ball. That's how I learned how to lift. That's how I learned, you know, everything. You know, everything I've done, I've seen him do it. I used to ride with my brother from Boston to New York all the time for his auditions. So now when I go to auditions, I know how to audition. I'm still not, you know, the greatest at it, but I'm striving for better. So big ups to Spike Lee. Spike Lee put my brother in his first joint, Miracles Boys. And I remember when my brother called me, he's like, yo man, Spike hooked it up. I was like, yo, congratulations. I was playing college football at the time. Down here at Jacksonville University with my boy Andre, Coop from the ATL, Big Micah Ross. I had no idea related, but now that you mention it, you look like it. Yo, my brother, we get that all the time when we go out, because I'm a little bit bigger than my brother. It's funny, people confuse us. I always say that I'm the fluffy brother, and he's the famous brother. So we have fun with it. But yeah, my brother did it first, and he's always done it quite naturally. He was older than me. So I got to see how to do it, and then when I told my brother what I wanted to do, he goes, first, bro, you got to drop the weight. I mean, being 310 pounds wasn't cute. Not to mention, I was going through a self-struggle, and he helped me out a lot with that. A lot of my family members helped me out with that. Even the family members that have left, you know what I'm saying, that just couldn't handle it. Their departure made life a little easier, not in a good sense, but in a sense that it needed to happen for me, for me to move forward. And that's okay. You know, life, there's certain things in life that you just can't control, and I used to get stuck worrying about that sometimes. You can't worry about shit that you can't control. What I can control is how I live my life today. Don't feel bad. People think I'm older than my big sister. I'm only 33. 33 is a great age. 35. That's how you got to say it. Now, age to me, believe it or not, 20 years ago I looked older than I am now. I mean, granted, now I got a little bit of wisdom coming out, but it's all good. When we go hit the red carpet, please believe I got to clean it up. But yeah, I got my Chucks on too. I always listen to my brother. My brother told me, oh, you always got to be comfortable. If you're not comfortable, you know what I'm saying, you're fake. So I'm always comfortable in my own skin. When I'm on the red carpets, I rock Chucks. I still try to look as clean as possible, but if I'm not comfortable and I'm not happy, I can't make anybody else happy, and that's just a fact. It's a fact that I've learned to accept, and I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? If you accept me, cool. If you don't, cool. My life will go on. I can't make everybody happy. That's another thing. I wear Chucks or Vans. True. If you're not happy, you can't make anybody else happy. You know what I'm saying? That's just something that I had to come to terms with. That's just life. There ain't no way in the world I'm gonna kill myself trying to, make somebody else happy when it's just not the right time, or not the right situation. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show my son. I'm not trying. What I'm doing is I'm showing my son that you can recover from despair. You can recover from anything as long as you have breath in your body. In my opinion, and you have a desire to work harder than yesterday, you can overachieve a lot. I'm not going to say it's guaranteed. It's no guarantee that I'll get my own cooking show. It's no guarantee I'll be in a major film. It's no guarantee I'll even see tomorrow. But I always say to myself, if I fall today, I'm going to make sure I do everything I can to show my son that I'm not going to be defined by a disability. Everything else that comes after that is a bonus. Because of all the help of everybody around the world, I'm able to take care of my father, who's 90 years old, and take care of myself with a disability that a lot of people don't wake up from. So guys can't accept me for who I am. If somebody can't accept you for who they are, then you don't need them in your life. I mean, if there's anything that's going to slow you down from being a better person, and they can't understand where you're coming from, in my opinion, it won't take the time. Cut it, you know what I'm saying? Cut it loose. You know what I'm saying? That just works for me. I can't please everybody. I can't be in more than one place at one time. And if somebody can't understand that, then cool. You know what I'm saying? No hard feelings. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I aspire to be better than yesterday. If you're around the same people that ain't doing shit for you or helping you get to the next level, it may be kind of selfish. Hey, some people call it Hollywood. You're Hollywood because you don't fuck with me no more. Well, guess what? What are you doing to bring yourself up to the level that I'm trying to get to? If you're already there, what are you doing to get to the next level? Nobody wants to wake up and be in the same position that they're in today, especially if they're miserable. So I don't have time for it. I really don't. My son is 5 years old right now, and my son is in London. I don't get to see him as much as I'd like to, but I'm working to change that and be the best father that I can be every day. Every day. And if somebody else can't understand or appreciate what I'm trying to do for him, cool. You know what I mean? Hey, my focus is my focus. And if you can hang with me, cool. If I can make you better, cool. If you're willing to work, cool. Let's go. If not, keep it moving. If not, I'll help you by keeping it moving by, you know what I'm saying, severing ties. That's just the nature of the beast. And I had a hard time with that, I'm not going to lie. And there's certain things in life that I just couldn't accept. I didn't know how to accept them. And that's okay, but you have to work towards it. You can't sit there and be miserable, and because you see somebody else doing better, you know what I'm saying, try to throw shade or salt, in my opinion. That's called a hater. And I'm okay with haters too, because that's their job. I can't remember who said it best, but if they're not talking about you, then you're doing something wrong. You know what I mean? So, and if they talking bad about you, then they just want to be in your position, in my opinion. So that's just what works for me. I don't know everything. I'm not a philosopher. I do have different ideologies and different beliefs. That's because I study. You know, I study those that have done it before me, and I want to know what they did or what they didn't do to get to where they're at. And then whatever they did, I'm going to make sure it applies to me and use it to the best of my ability so I can get there and then surpass that. I was in at a red carpet with Bill Duke. and Paulette out of New York. She's the Paulette is the manager for Public Enemy, the road manager. Cool, very super cool. And Bill Duke said it's easy to get to that next level. The hardest part is to stay relevant. And then my brother, from his aspect, he goes, just be yourself. You know, everyone always says that, just be yourself. And then always try and reinvent yourself, all while staying true to yourself. Hence the name True Chef. TRUCHEF. And I got the TRU from your boy, Master P. Because he always said he was about it. He got me through a lot of nights when I was playing college football. And he started by selling CDs out of the truck of his car in Cali. You know what I'm saying? When he did his thing, he made it back, and then he's forever grinding and forever reinventing himself. And he's taken plenty of losses, and yet he is still very relevant. So I take knowledge from everywhere and just apply it to me as best as possible. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get to this weight room. I just want to say thank you for everybody showing love and sharing some time with me. Hopefully my story can help you or a family member that may be still sick and suffering. I'll be going back down south here pretty soon. I've been asked to cook and volunteer again for the treatment centers down in South Florida, which I will most happily do. And that's going to be at Palm Partners. So, by any means, if you feel yourself struggling or whatever, please go ahead and shoot me a DM. Again, I don't know everything, but I will do my best to help you. If not, I'll point you in the right direction or the direction that I think may be best. But at the end of the day, if you're not going to help yourself, there's nothing that I can do for you. So let me give you guys a quick recap. I'm in the gym doing the damn thing. I was going to do my my warm-up, but my hands are so vicious that I gave the speed bag a hematoma. And hey, love y'all. It's not work when you love what you do. Live with the chef coming to you from Razor Bar somewhere in Melbourne, Florida. Probably 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, who cares? We still got shit to do. Let's get it.